Good morning, it's Hiker Dude, Dad, and family. We are headed to Snead Farm along the Dickey Ridge Trail. This is our third day in Shenandoah. We're trying to beat the rain. Let's go. Walking through this tunnel here of plants, and I've been nominated to go first. The family feels that this might be a bear area, so I've got the spray. I'm leading the troops.
Yeah, this isn't gonna, we're not gonna get eaten by black bears.
Big buck over here. So we just came out of the woods there from the Dickey Ridge Trail. And you can continue on that, but we'll take the Snead Farm road and go to the farm. We can loop this around and come back on this trail, but with all the bugs today, previous 2 days haven't been buggy. Today already is awful. Every time I stop to film, I get swarmed. This is an old road. Some more raspberries. A lot of raspberries out here. Yeah, it's buggy and it's humid. Temperature is lower than it's been. It's only supposed to get up to 80 today. Last night I grilled burgers at the cabin. And when I was grilling at 5:30, it was 95, feels like 103 at 5 p.m. So it's a little cooler today, but I'm not sweating any less because it's so humid. Okay, so this is trail-wise pretty easy walking here. It's on an old road. Yeah, unfortunately here we're not going on the gravel path. We're headed up the grass path. Looks muddy up here. It's supposed to have another thunderstorm tonight with a flood watch between noon and midnight today. Friday, July 18th, and yeah, it's been as wet here as it has in Pennsylvania. So one of the tire treads here on this old road is pretty much a stream. The kids are back there debating. They either like 2 shorter hikes in a day or 1 longer hike like we're doing now. So I gave them the choice today. Last night I gave them the choice for today to do the Snead Farm Trail here or the Compton Peak Loop. They chose the slightly longer distance with less elevation, slightly less. They're very similar trails. So I heard a lot of buzzing just now, like there was a hornet nest or something. Do you hear a lot of buzzing?
Oh, ton of buzzing.
Yeah, let's keep moving through here. Another makeshift stream here that's probably not usually a stream. Yeah, good news, we didn't get swarmed. I've heard reports all summer about these underground yellow jackets or hornets, and if you kind of walk over where they are, they will chase you for half a mile and still be pissed off at you. So That's a dangerous situation, but I think we've got our first glimpse of the Snead barn.
Oh my gosh, so we're like here.
We're like here.
Nice job, guys.
How about it?
Except for there's like a couple 10 feet of elevation still.
All right, so here's the Snead barn. Yeah, there should be lots of ruins around here, like other little foundations and all that. So this barn was 2 stories, got like a hay loft up top. It was used in the 50s, it was occupied, and the park acquired it in the 60s. You can't go in, but I've seen people avoid this cobweb and kind of stick their camera close.
There's another peephole over here.
Another peephole. Awesome.
It doesn't have a cobweb.
Okay.
Ah, bear.
Got bears living in there? Did you? Okay, I was very curious to find the root cellar, and Doc immediately came around behind to find it.
So back in the day, before there was electricity and a way to chill food, these root cellars, cellars were built into the sides of hills because it was cooler in the soil underground. And they built them with stone, and they were almost like little refrigerators. They could store cured meats in it, they could store vegetables, and they would last much longer than if they were kept at normal room temperature.
That's pretty darn innovative.
Still have shelves here in the root cellar. Bugs, spiders, everything else in here. Yeah, I could store. Let's see if it's any cooler in here. Does not feel any cooler in here. So, maybe, you know, if it had a door or windows, whatever, were still intact, then maybe so. But yeah, this is. Pretty trashed, but an awesome piece of history. Crazy these shelves are still here. Kind of a wooden roof. It was covered with metal on the outside, sheet metal. Just right behind the barn. Yeah, you can see how it's just built in, like they cut out the hill a little bit there to build this. And it has the metal roof, wood framing around the door, and the front's built out of stone. Back wall might be natural stone. That would go a long way to adding to the cooling factor. Kind of get into a dead end right there, but some kind of a nest up in there. Oh, this is great.
Through.
What's that?
Oh. So here you can kind of see the path that deer kind of walk through.
Uh-huh.
And actually up here as well.
Okay.
There's the hoof prints. You can kind of see there where they walk through. There's some hoof prints up here in the mud.
Mm-hmm.
And then up ahead there's a pretty prickly vine you have to step on to get through, but you can get up in there.
All right, let's check it out. Well, there's some deer prints. More raspberries. Yeah, I got the corner of the stone wall here. And she said there was a tree down. The tree broke and is over it. Yeah, I gotta get this guy out of the way. All right. No idea what this was. Another building, perhaps, foundations. And yeah, here's where this tree split. And fell. Go around this way. I don't know. Does that look charred a little bit? Did that get struck by lightning? I don't know. On Snead Road, I saw a couple water caps or whatever, so this might be where piping came in. Yeah, I've got this metal pipe. This was a considerably big footprint here from this wall. There's a second entrance over here, so we came up steps back there. Ah, here's the... Okay, so this go to a second floor? I saw pictures online of this staircase, so it's within this big footprint here. I found that big staircase is right here. Yeah, so this might go to a second floor of whatever this was. Yeah, because then here's another exit. There's the corner. Yeah, I'll have to research, see what this other building was. Didn't find a lot of info on Snead Farm, but we're just adjacent to the barn. It's the only barn still standing here in the park. Some more foundations. Was this a well? This is yeah, you know what? This might have been a well. I think I found a well. It's like a circle of stones. Looks like it's filled in pretty well though. Well, yeah. All right, yeah, so there's, don't just see the barn there, kind of the road you come in on and then go up by dock. There's a little trail that comes up to all this good stuff. Nice. All right, well, walking away from that structure, what's down here? Shenandoah's been great. In 3 days here, we've seen an awesome waterfall. Probably part of like a gate entrance on this side maybe, but in 3 days in Shenandoah here we've seen waterfall, a couple peaks, the two highest peaks overlooks in the park, and now these ruins here, the Snead Farm. Pretty awesome. All right, I gotta stick the 360 in here, see what we can find. So the family thinks I'm crazy for trying the raspberries, but I mean, they're definitely raspberries. Not quite ripe yet. Yeah, they got the little seeds in them, and actually this one was pretty good. I want to keep this one. The other ones I had to spit out, but I think I had a blackberry too, honestly, because it was like, it looked like it was starting to get dark, like a black raspberry or something, but it was really not ripe. So I figured it would get way bigger and maybe be a blackberry. So in our entire 5 hikes here, I've only seen one piece of litter on the trail, which is awesome. As I was picking it up, I could see it was a brochure or whatever, and the first thing I saw was leave no trace. So that's a sign. Leave no trace, and feel good about picking up the litter. All right, that was our 5th and I think final hike here in Shenandoah.
I guess so.
I have nothing really planned for tomorrow. I was going to let the kids plan it, so unless they plan a hike...
Yeah, that might not be happening.
The kids don't really love hiking, but I do want to thank them. I appreciate them. This is awesome. I hope you enjoy these memories down the line. And thanks for working hard this trip.
Thanks for putting up with us.
It's a chore, but yeah, it's my pleasure.
You're supposed to say like, oh, you guys weren't too bad.
You guys weren't.
You guys weren't too bad. You get better every year as you get older, so that's good. So, hey, if you like what we do, please like, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications.
Yeah, you should do that.
Woo!
And we'll see you on the next big trip.
Bye.